Okay, so this works. Clicking on Rambo, clicking on shift navigation, we can move to the top. No problems there. So the next things we have to do is deconstruct this tile, deconstruct that tile. The shipping lines going through, it's not going to affect anything. Oh, will it? Oh, this is not detect. Oh, this is detect critters and eggs. It shouldn't matter too much, though. That should be fine. So we'll have that there. That's going to be tied to automation that we'll have right here, so that it's minimal automation we have to do. Because it's going to go into the mechanized store. So this is going to be copper, just like that. Automation, just like that. That's going to be the refill room. This is going to be the kill box. We're going to need to put a sweeper here. Right? If we don't have the sweeper, we can't pick up the meat, which is why we need the 3 tiles. And this is the only spot that it actually works at. So that means I need that. I need to move the door here. Tile goes here. Deconstruct this tile, deconstruct that tile. Deconstruct the ladders. And then, yeah, we keep that open, actually. So we only count the critters, no eggs. And it's a green signal if it is... Wait, so how do I want to do this? I want to auto-wrangle when we have less than 8. So 7 and below. So below 8. So right now, we want to wrangle them. So it's above 7. Because if we get to 8 critters here, which we need to do here, we're going to have that open, and then they just kind of, you know, free range. Do their thing, starve, and then the rest goes into this box. We don't need 8. This one could be good at 7. We don't need that many. I want to be able to just refill the entire room in one go, though. Having that option's kind of nice. That becomes solid. This becomes decon. Same with that. And then I will need to have a bottle emptier here for the liquids. Outside of that, this should be 96 tiles. I should also get the solid tile there. Shipping, shoot, and then automation. Critter sensor. These 2 tiles to be deconstructed. Critter sensor on this tile. Automation for that. Automation for that. And then I do need to get my loaders here. Should be good, should be good. The only thing I need now is literally just dirt. Okay, so we should be able to mine this out now. This is good. So I need a infinite storage for this now. We are in the side, which is kind of like the corner of the map, which means that I might want to melt this area just to use as my generator location, because I don't want to pipe out the natural gas too far away. One of the things I do want to not have to do. Don't want to pump it out too far away. Dude, 700 kilograms of oxygen. We are rolling in the oxygen. We really are. And because we can, I need to make a lot of copper. I might as well use this system while we have it. Huh. Should I start pumping up the liquid from the ice biome and dripping it back out into it via meta refinery to warm up the area? That might be a good strat. That might be a good strat. Critter drop off, and then we were supposed to have a second shoot right there. Automation is there. Mechanized airlock. Autosave lag. Now we need the shearing station and the critter drop-off. Nice. It's doing pretty good, doing pretty good. Always nuke a cold biome with steel. We might have to do that, man, in order to melt this area a little bit faster. We might have to do that. I actually don't mind, because I do want the space. Once we have the space, we could build, you know, deal with the magma, get the sulfur builds. Oh, are we in a vacuum soon? Oh, we are. Very soon, boys. We'll get a vacuum. This is going to be sweet. Draco Killbox, what keeps them from climbing out of the oil to the left? I believe it has to do with the fact that they're babies. I'm actually not 100% sure. I believe it had to do with the fact that they're babies, though. Babies can't jump, but I think babies could walk on the walls, right? Oh man, Sunder, you might have saved me from some future problems. So babies can't jump. A lot of people don't know that. Baby critters cannot jump up and down gaps. So they will not be able to jump up. So they kind of just have to stay in the water. Now, they should be able to walk up and down though, right? The baby Dracos? I believe that's actually the case. I've seen that with the Pips. Alright, so what we could do is not even use the critter drop-off and instead just put a door there. That's the easy fix, because critters' eggs can fall into the doors and then they get confined. After which, they're not going to be able to jump out, and then they just have to die. So that's actually no problem for the change. This does mean that I can't take any extra Dracos and drown them forcefully, which is probably never going to happen with the design, to be honest. Let's be real. We're never going to have that many extra Dracos that we have to forcefully go out of our way to, you know, take them out, so to speak. So, you know, I should probably do that now. I see you over there, Sunder. Good eye, man. Good eye. Oh, I don't need power for that. And then technically, I want both of these on the same conductive wire, if possible. So one... So technically, this is the best. That's technically the best power line in terms of length and efficiency. Alright, that's still a vacuum. Good, good. And then technically I don't need this door. It doesn't really do anything then. Which is true. I've been thinking about getting this game. From what are your thoughts on the game and would you recommend it? Alright, so if you ask me, and if every person in the world was the same type of person as I am, I would say you have been missing out, man, for like the last couple years. This game is great. It's fun. I love it. I played a lot. This is my most played game, most streamed game I've been doing for the last 2 years. I've been streaming for almost 4 years though. But yeah, that being said, I will say this. This game is not for everybody. I will say that the game is great, it's fun, great time, right? But there is a learning curve that, depending on who you are, you might not be fond of it. And what I mean is that, yes, this is a great game, but if you're coming in from, like, you know, another genre that haven't played the colony survival games, you know, something like RimWorld, some of the recent titles like, you know, Going Medieval, Timberborn, if you have played RimWorld, it's very similar to those type of games that I've just listed, where you don't have complete control on what you do, and it's more so setting up for the duplicants to operate on their own. There's a little bit of automation involved if you want to get into that so that the duplicants don't have to work as hard. But it is probably, in my opinion, arguably the best colony survival game out there right now. In terms of how the game is a complete game and how it's different in how you play it compared to the other titles. When you play a colony survival game, right, whether it's RimWorld or not, or another of the other bigger titles that are colony survival, a lot of them seem to be carbon copies of each other. In which case, Oni, this game that we're playing right now, is not. It takes the foundation of the colony survival mechanic, that is, you know, you set a priority system for your colonists so that they operate in different fields, right? And all that coming together is your colony survival mechanism. You have to provide food, provide living arrangement like bathrooms so that they could keep clean, make sure there's no diseases, try to provide amenities so that they're not stressed out, in which case I can't yet, so we're having a little bit of stress. After that, a lot of the games kind of stop and they don't give you anything else to play with. Oni, after you get that stabilized, is kind of where the game opens up. And the game starts to become its own game in that regard, where you're able to only do certain things in this game and nothing else. And I would highly recommend it. But I will say that the game has a tough learning curve. That if you're not a fan of looking at the periodic table of elements, right, because we do have to deal with, you know, chlorine gas, aluminum gas, cobalt gas, gold gas, ethanol, and, you know, the different liquids, the different solids, and you deal with the states of matter. Outside of that, this game is probably the best thermodynamic simulator and also a great science sandbox. So take that as you will. Don't know if you're fans of that type of stuff, but if you are, if you like science, if you like or don't mind those type of things, this game is great. Some people, though, that I have recommended this game for have told me that, oh, I never enjoyed science class back in middle school, high school, and then they would be like, yeah, I didn't like the game. And that's because, you know, they had a little bit of a preconceived kind of prejudice against the periodic table of elements in science. So, you know, I can't say that it's their fault, but at the same time, it's, you know, it's not for everybody. So, yeah, I would recommend it. But yeah, grain of salt, depending on the type of player you are. Hope that helps, man. I will also say that if you do know RimWorld, I quit playing RimWorld to play this game, because this is a lot better game, in my opinion. But it is also different. Oh, we got our vacuum. Oh, we got our vacuum. Okay, so we get rid of this now. Let's cut the line. Actually, no, it's going to be deconstructed, so it's fine. Let's get rid of the pipes, get rid of the pump itself. Leaning towards getting it. Nice, nice, man. If you do get the game, I make a lot of content for this game. I have a lot of guides, videos, tutorial videos on the YouTube. And I will say this. If you do get the game, have fun, play it at your own pace, don't try to rush into anything. And once you start running into problems and you don't know how to solve it, because I would recommend that you try to solve the problems yourself first, that if you do run into some issues, you know, ask away. We'll be happy to help you out if you do need the help. But yeah, try to go at your own pace and don't get overwhelmed, because there is a lot that can overwhelm you in this game. Alright, so it's going to be time for us to put in the meal woods. The only thing I'm worried about is temperature. And we need to move CO2 in here as well as hydrogen. Alright, so this is chlorine, we know that. This is our hydrogen line. And we're going to have to actually pipe that out. Oh, I should make some hydrogen over here for the time being. So that we could actually use this cold hydrogen to use it for the meal. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. We do have the water there, so I wouldn't mind doing that over here. Just one couple bottles to fill up the electrolyzer. Make a little bit of H2. And then we need to start making the natural gas box. I am able to mine all this out, so we'll do it anyways. And then I need to find a location for the natural gas. So we can put it right below it. We can put it on the side too. Not that big of a deal. I think I will put it to the side. A 4x4 box seems pretty legit. Buried object discovered. A natural gas. Oh, it's dormant. It just went dormant, dude. It was just active at the start of the stream. Hold up. Rambo is pissed. Oh no, Rambo's crying. He's in the worst spot to cry. He's getting hypothermia. Chilly surroundings. He has soggy feet. He's hungry. He has popped eardrums. This guy's in the negative 250 decor environment. Oh my god, dude. You were in a bad area. Like, just in general, dude. It's okay, Rambo. It's okay, man. Life's gonna get better, man. Life's gonna get better. Look at the homies. They're running with you, dude. They're like, look at us. Life is cool. We're running around. And Rambo's like, nah, man. I'm just gonna be here crying. In my colony, I made this mistake of not knowing the body temperature of glossy Draco is higher than the growing temp of mealwood. Had to scramble pretty hard to save them. Yeah, that happens, man. That happens. That happens. I need to deal with the cooling too eventually. That's something I will also have to deal with. But yeah, there's not much I could really do for the cooling of that. I could try to make a thermal regulator design because I don't have water. But if I get natural gas, it's going to make a lot of sense that I should do that. Alright, so this is the outlet. If this is my infinite tank, I'm actually okay with it. I can't build on that. Okay, so I have to build this a little bit higher, which is fine. Oh, man. Use the wall here as a way to get into my infinite pressure tank. That would be mad stupid, because every time I go in, it resets the pressure. No, I can't do that, right? Yeah, I can't do that. So we do want the tank here. And I want to make a liquid lock to go inside. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We could have a wall here. I guess we could put the ladder here so that they could climb down. But that means I would have to have the liquid lock. They would have to climb down into the liquid lock. Ooh. That could work. No, I can't. Because we would have a bump over here. But if I did do it this way, I would have to do it like that. Which I guess we have to do at this point. Because we have to do it like that. I'm going to deconstruct the tile there just so that I could have it all be the same type of tile. The more I do this, the more I regret it. Yeah, I think that was not a good play. We're going to move the infinite gas pressure to below. I think that's going to be a lot better. Mine out the oxygen light because it doesn't matter. We're going to want that right there. Also want to get rid of this. And then, yeah, we're going to want to go underneath. That's probably going to be the better plan. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I can't reach that. Ah, come on. We'll do all that. So climbing up here shouldn't be a main concern. I'll leave it though, just because it doesn't really matter too much right now. This is up to the Abyssalite, which is pretty good. So I want to mine this out and put the infinite gas tank below it. We'll probably put the liquid lock there too on the right side. Same way this is done, which probably means I want that and then solid tiles there. Cool, cool. Sulfur's at 12 tons, 7 tons of dirt, 12 tons of algae. We're doing all right for now. Need to start tapping into Natagas. Feels bad that it just went dormant, though. That's the only thing that kind of sucks about that. We have water, though. Water's a nice time. Water's a nice time. Let's let the hydrogen cool down again. Oh, the steam is pressurized? It's actually getting overpressured. Oh, shit. Oh, we're not able to consume as much as we need to. Feels bad, man. Yeah, it's too low of a pressure level. It creates so much gas that it almost immediately overpressurizes. Good time to analyze it, though. That's true. That's true. We probably should try to analyze it right now. But we don't have to yet. I'm gonna wait. I want to sweep everything first. We'll analyze it later. I think we're lacking a little bit of the manpower to efficiently do it. I think we have to do that with the ladder so that we can mine everything else pretty easily. And then the cold biome over here. It was nice to have, man. The cold biome. But this is technically going to be in the way of my natural gas gens. I probably won't be able to do that today, though. I will set up the infinite storage, and I do want to buffer up my natural gas before actually going into the gens. That being said, though, this is going to be auto wrangle surplus. We're going to put it on a morb. Oh, I've never found morbs before. Then it's going to be a long hair slickster. Then this is going to be a priority 8. So grooming station should always have priority. Shearing is going to be whatever's. Ladder is done, so we could mine all this out. Easy does it. And then I might as well mine that out. Some water, not bad. Cold water. Why'd you pick Slickster? I usually like picking a a critter that we don't have access to, so I don't accidentally drop them off over here. And I'm probably never gonna get long hairs. Typically, I pick morbs because you can't ranch morbs without using a critter trap. And same thing with the slicksters. You can't wrangle them naturally. You have to use a critter trap. So I can't accidentally drop off a slickster into here. Or a morb. So I choose that so that they always auto-wrangle right here. The auto-wrangle happens when there's a critter inside the room where the critter drop-off is. And it doesn't match the critter type you select, which means that if it doesn't match, you wrangle them. So that means that the moment this egg hatches, we're going to move them into this room. And we just choose Slickster because of the reason, gotta use a trap. Mostly because he liked the Morbius so much. Yes, Morbius was a movie. Out on the theaters. Seems legit. Okay, yep. So you need to choose a critter type. That's the reason why. Otherwise, you're not going to remove the critters in the room and relocate them. Ah, dude, Mighty Stoosh is getting pissed again. It's probably because of the soppy feet. And they are making a lot of metals, right? Or at least we're trying to. Okay, so one thing about my base is that I have a very poorly designed area for living. That's just the truth. We do not have good living arrangements. And I feel like I need to make some changes, boys. We need to make some changes. So the AETN is there, that's cool, but I need to start melting the area. I guess we could start relocating the... Oh! The water has been melting, I didn't even notice. Alright. That hamster wheel is going to be active again. Which means this is going to be my only other source of water right there, which is fine. So water goes in, water comes out. We want more hydrogen in the area. Back to here. This is not bad. This is a vacuum. So we could remove this, which was the contents. Pipeline to remove that as well. And then I think like last time, we allow the hydrogen to come out first. So we'll have that like that. No chlorine. It's going to be carbon dioxide at the bottom, which we'll do with CO2 over here. It's also pretty cold. Don't mind too bad about that. So we'll need the H2 so that we have an easy time. We actually have a proper water lock now. So I'm not worried about any gas leaking out. Take the blossom seeds. Why not? Moving out some polluted oxygen for it to deodorize. Easy does it, easy does it. Alright, so this was done pretty fast. We'll mine this out. Mine out as much as we can. And we'll start mining out the abyssalite as well. We need to get proper rooms and proper plumbing. So that we don't have, you know, mess ups with the bathrooms anymore. It looks like I have to utilize this edge of the wall. So part of me doesn't want to mine the ice because I want it to melt so that we get more water in the long term. But I don't know, man. I really don't know if that's a good idea or not. Why are the sinks on the skill tree? What? Wait, what? Skill tree? Wait, what are you talking about, Retro? I read that sentence, and I don't believe you're a native English speaker. I'm just kidding. What do you mean, man? Can you try again? Where are the sinks on the skill tree? There's no sinks on the skill tree. I'm confused. Research tree? Sinks? Sinks would be sanitation. Liquids. Liquids tab. If you ever can't find it, you could use the search filter and go sink. And it's going to highlight it for you. Sinks on the research tree, where, goddammit, yo, all good, Retro. He probably tacked in to a skill tree. I mean, a research tree. Really far in for something random. And it wasn't the sinks, and he was looking for that. It happens sometimes, man. They get us all sometimes with that. So we could reach that, right? Climb up, go in. Okay, cool. Mine that, mine this, and mine everything. We need to mine it all. Yeah, thanks. Gotcha. No worries, man. Love you, bro. Hey, man. You can't say that unless you take me out to dinner. I'll see you over there, iRetro. Alright. So we're gonna probably move the extra Dracos we get from here into this room once we're ready. And then, oh, that pipeline's ready. And the other thing I would probably want to do is I could pump it out and just use the same pipeline. That's actually fine. Right? Because that comes from the hydrogen line that we filter out. That's technically just like that. I'm going to cut it in the middle. And then this wheel is already there, waiting and ready. That means I can get rid of this thing. Let's say I accidentally got some oxygen in the infinite gas pressure thing. How can I get it out? So your infinite gas pressure, I'm assuming it's for carbon dioxide. So you're telling me that in your infinite gas pressure with carbon dioxide, you have one oxygen bubble that's floating at the top. The only thing you could try to do is build on top of it. If you could corner the oxygen into a corner like this, and there's oxygen on this tile, and you have a tile here, and it can't move. If you build on top of the gas bubble, it gets deleted. That'd be the best way, to be honest. That's probably also what you're looking for. Alright, so we're waiting for some of the hydrogen to move up. We don't mind. At least it's running, which is good. Let's actually pump a little bit to get it to the hydrogen gen. Get some more juice in the system. Gotta make sure I don't over drag and damage the gen. And the battery is getting pretty good. This is no harvest pending, which is fine. Ooh, it's getting cold. Who would have thought? Alright, the moment these guys hatch, man. Dude, 35%? Oh, that's slow. And then my other eggs are already drowning. Feels bad, man. Alright, so that's spilled. That's good. We can mop that up. And then we have space. So, most likely, we're going to make a 4x4 box. Just like that. And we're going to make infinite gas pressure. Coming in from the top, that's probably going to be the best way. I don't want them going to the bottom what the water is. I also want them to sweep off of the neutronium. We also have this right here. It feels like our calories are okay now, and that I don't need as much meal lice. This might mean that I have enough grubs to keep up. So to reduce the footprint... Hello? We're going to load this to priority 5 on the meal lice at the bottom. So we prioritize the grub fruit first. And if my farmers are not busy, they could do the mealwood. Should be fine. Alright, so there shouldn't be any hydrogen here yet. Still waiting for this to kind of accumulate. It's doing pretty well, Why do green caterpillars do exactly? Oh, these guys are amazing. These guys are what you want to use for your farmers, majority of the time. So what I mean when I say that is, these guys, if you didn't know, if I hover over this plant right here, there's something called a grub. This is a buff that the grub caterpillars actually apply to the plants. If you hover over, it's a growth speed buff. You're basically adding fertilizer. Okay, I gotta actually pay attention to this guy. I need to see what he beats up. Oh, he's back to the batteries. Okay. Looks like Mighty Stooge hates this setup in particular. He's gonna go to the hamster wheel next. Yep. Oh, man. Mighty Stooge. He hates this set of equipment, dude. And then he's gonna attack the Abyssalite. Nope. He's gonna go eat. Oh, no, he's gotta take a dump. See, he's smart enough to not beat down the porta potty due to the fact that it's going to... Oh, it's another hamster wheel. Man, he hates them, dude. Holy crap. Oh, not the oxidizer. Come on, man, not the oxidizer. What's next? What's next? The grill? Is it the grill? It is the grill. Come on, man. Mighty Stoosh, are you okay? Come on, man. V Simon, what's up, V Simon? How are you? We're having oh, he's fine now. Okay, he's cool, he's cool. My man needs a massage. No massages in the house. No happy endings. That stuff is mad illegal. V Simon though, how you whiz, dude? How is the Thursdays? Hope you're doing well today. So the green caterpillars, they walk around and they will naturally rub the plants. You can see that some of my plants have it, some of my plants don't have the grub grub rub. And the grub grub rub is a fertilizer buff, basically. Increases the growth speed, so it takes less than the 8 cycles required, meaning that I get my food faster. Now, that's typically all in all... Oh, that's mealwood? What the hell was that? Get that shit out of here. Actually, I'll keep it, because there's a buff on it. That should have been grub fruit, dude. What in the world? So, because that they make the food grow faster, it also means that I use less fertilizer for the item to grow. Since it grows faster, the amount of consumption on the fertilizer is flat, meaning that it's not going to change, even though you have a faster growth speed. So by doing that, you use less resources, which is pretty convenient. How are you? We had Mighty Stoosh beat down like 40 hamster wheels today. But we're making progress. Our Dreco Ranch is getting started. We have reed fiber now, so we can start making suits. That's kind of pog. And we got our glossy Dreco Ranch ready. Natural gas geyser is going to be something we're going to work on. And I'm going to try to get a suit area, if possible. That's going to be something I'm thinking about. Might be really good to have right now, a suit area. If I could get one, I think we'll be doing really good. Is the polluted water a good idea? What do you mean, Retro? Polluted water a good idea? Polluted water is one of the best liquids in the game. However, they have the problem that they off-gas. Outside of that, though, they are a awesome liquid medium for a lot of things. And that's due to the temperature range of polluted water. You go for -20 to +120. Hey, Uglarvis with the 50 bits. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support. And then you also have water, which is 0 to 100. So polluted water has a wider range on both the negative and positive parts. So it's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. What do the small dogs do? Oh man, these guys. They're basically sheep. That's the best way to describe these guys. We have a shearing station that basically cuts the fur, and when we cut the fur, you can see that they're missing some fur on their butt. And yeah, the fur is a resource that we're actually utilizing. Not those dogs. Oh, these guys. These guys are squirrels. These guys are actually squirrels. These guys, what they do is, they will find a plant seed, and then they will look on the natural ground. The not buildable tiles like this, but the natural tiles. And they will randomly plant plants into the ground. Basically, they're squirrels, and it's the squirrel instinct where if they find a seed, they want to store it somewhere so that they could have it for the future. So they take that mechanic and they store plant seeds in the ground, but that inadvertently grows the plant. And this is actually how you get what's called wild plants. Wild plants are plants that don't require any fertilization and just kind of survive. Now, of course, it means that they grow slower, so it's 12 cycles versus the 3. But it's free food. We don't have to do anything with it. We don't have to tend, we don't have to water, and it's just free resource. So this guy allows you to build the wild variant of the plants. Otherwise, your duplicates are only able to build them on farm tiles, which domesticates the plant. So these guys are really good for you. They basically bring back nature. Will you be able to break through the lava eventually? I will. So the plan is right now, Xandroth, we're going to try to get glossy Drekos. So once we get plastic, we should also have power with the natural gas. We're going to start clearing out this area afterwards and start cracking into the magma from this side. You could see that we have smaller pools from the get-go. So it makes it a lot easier for us to kind of test to see if our build works. Not only that, this is where the liquid sulfur geyser is. And if we could get to this, we have indefinite food source, as we could just grow the grub fruit long term, as we'll be able to provide sulfur indefinitely. So yeah, that is going to be the plan, and we're going to be breaking through on the left side, right here. Not on this side though, on this side. So that's why I need to kind of have a lot of makeshift builds for this on this side. But in due time, we're going to be getting that. I want to make polluted water basin, and I don't know if it's useful. That will come from the wash station and the sinks. Oh, so when you do that, I would recommend looking up my YouTube video called the closed loop bathroom loop. It explains everything you need to know in that, Retro. The closed loop bathroom loop. And it's basically gives you an idea on how that works. And it makes it so that your lavatories and your sinks basically all function perfectly. And it allows you to reuse the water. It's a little bit weird. We explain why in the video as well. But that's what I would recommend. I don't have enough crude oil. Closed loop bathroom loop. Yes, I should have a video on that on the YouTubes. We explained it pretty well in there. And yeah. What is the lavatory? That is your bathroom that has plumbing. So it's basically your outhouse. And instead of adding dirt every time you run out, you have plumbing instead. And you use water instead of dirt. So it's pretty convenient because it means that you don't have to have your dupes do anything. Everything happens in the plumbing. And yeah, I would recommend checking that out. I can't show you, otherwise I would explain it because I don't have any bathroom setup. But that's why I recommend the video right now. I can't even show you what I mean. Yeah, modern toilets, not the porta potties. Modern toilets. And I'm not gonna lie, man. There's nothing wrong with the modern toilets. They're pretty legit, as they say in the business. It would be cool if you had commands to some of your YouTube videos as quick answers. Oh, that's smart, Uglarvisk. That's smart. I should try to do that. That's pretty smart. I could probably do that for some of the popular ones, like the submerged spawn, steam turbine, bathroom setups. That hydrogen setup you have on the map, is that the hydrogen vent tamer? No, this is a cool steam vent. I am using the Weezeworts' chilling properties. And then we're using that with a metal tile wall so that we transfer heat. Meaning that the steam will condense into water and we pump it out. So this is a variant that I wanted to try. We could see that it's not working as effective as I need it to be. But we're still condensing the water, so it's not that bad. The only problem is that this is active for a long time, 120 cycles. So the hydrogen doesn't get time to kind of chill out. But it does generate water for us, so I can't really complain. We have a lot of oxygen in the spawn anyways, so we're doing pretty good. But it's powerless, right? Don't really have to do anything. I mean, I guess there's the auto sweeper that's feeding everything. Alright, so that's fine. How is the hydrogen over here? We need to speed this up. We need to wait for that to accumulate, I guess. There is a little bit of max gas pressure. We're waiting for some of the... Oh, oxygen. Okay, so since the oxygen is max pressured, I should try to build something for it. Which is fair. We'll build a gas reservoir right here. I'll have to uproot the spinally grub fruit, though. And then we have a printable. Take the coal. I don't want the extra dupes yet. Soon we will. I'm worried that the new dupe we get is just going to get stressed out, man. Real talk. So I'm thinking what we're gonna want to do is have the living rooms right here. I might move the farms, move the bathroom. No, we probably keep the bathroom there. Have the rooms basically here. And then we're gonna have to also move this room and make that a bedroom probably. So bedroom, 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 bathroom. Which means that we probably want to eat on this floor. And then we could use this room as a suit room or something like that. Because what we want to do is have a checkpoint for the Atmos suits. And right now, the choke point is technically right here. And that would be the easiest addition for me to get Atmos suits into the build. For lack of better words. That's technically what I would want to do. And I think that honestly makes the most sense. So of course I want to get the upgrades there. Get that there. And I'll actually set it up, because why not? We need to get this sooner than later. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 is enough. And then once we get more duplicates, we probably add a second suit layer. So we have to extend this up all the way to the top. And then, of course, we seal this up right here. So we'll do that for now. We'll also set up the gas pipelines. We already have a pipeline right there. That's so nice. All right, get that ready. So we need oil here. We don't have enough. Ultimate meme strat. I'm gonna mop up this tile. And then use that oil to spill over here. I hope it works. Outside of that, I don't have oil anywhere else. No oil, fam. Feels bad. Hey, I'm back. Welcome back, Peach. Looks like you didn't get fired. Good stuff. Didn't get fired. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Welcome back, Peach. Hope you're having a nice day today. Seems like it's all around just good. So we mop up that tile. Oh, this is how many grams? 2,000? Oh, I'm grabbing it from here, dude. Holy crap. Wait, the geyser's not active because of that one tile? Yes. So if you didn't know, anytime you're mining a geyser that's covered, it's a 4x4 like this, right? If you go from the bottom left neutronium tile, you go over one tile and you go up 2 tiles. If you leave that tile, so you cancel the rest and you leave that, right? And that's the only tile there. No geyser, none of them, out of all the different ones. No matter if it's this design, this design, this design, it doesn't matter which design it is. All of them will not be able to erupt because of this tile. This is the sweet spot tile. And this allows you, this is the legit way to see what type of geyser you have. Because it will never erupt. Now, in my case, it's dormant, so I can't prove it to you. But this is actually the tile you have to keep. The last day of your job is on Monday. Oh, I see you over there. Budget cuts, man. Dude. So you're getting laid off, right? Make sure to get that in writing. Because when you apply for a new job, your old job's going to ask you. Hey, why'd you leave your old job? Oh, I got laid off. Make sure you don't say you got fired. Because if you do say you got fired, they investigate that. And what I mean by that is they will contact your old company. When they realize your old company is no longer in business, they're going to be like, this is really sketch. But yeah, you try not, maybe just, you know, try to make sure the verbiage is correct. But yeah, I feel that, man. That happened to me too. I've lost a job before because of budget cuts. Unless you get the 3 or 5 white neutronium, then it's the middle one. Yep. Flu one is good. The 3 tile one, though, man, it's weird. I don't like how they introduced that kind of nonchalantly. The 3 tile one is usually when you go into your granite biome. Kind of like this. And if you have this on your starter asteroid, where you have a granite biome, right, just a load of granite right before the core, you will have your magma volcanoes, whether it's minor or full size, to be 3 tiles wide only. I don't know why. It's like a trait of the geysers in there. But yeah, that's the only place I've seen the 3 tile wides. Alright, so that got built. I need to build my reservoir so that we could start putting some oxygen away that's coming in from the gas pump right here. And then, not only that, I need the hydrogen to accumulate. I need to make sure we don't overpull. We want all the H2 we could grab. Yeah, got it. Gotcha, Peach. Just make sure you cover yourself. A lot of the times, it's just natural for the company to, you know, think about themselves. They don't care about how you're going to be set up for the future. Does OSHA know your crew is working below a giant magma emplacement? They do. And you know what OSHA told me? We would love to penalize you guys for working in those environments, but we can't break through the magma ourselves, so they're letting us kind of get like a waiver. They're kind of just like, yeah, it's cool, man. We can't reach them. You know, what are we gonna do? So, you know, they kind of lazy. They don't want to save us from the magma, and we're just gonna have to live with it, man. What's the name of the liquid storage? Liquid reservoir, right here. Reservoir. Same thing as gas reservoir, except it's just liquid. So we have an opportunity to mess up, I think. That is why. I see you, Fluon. I hate how they did that, though. It seems sketchy. Seems kind of sketch. Never mind, found it. Nice. Alright, so we have that liquid lock pushed in. I think that's fine. We have 2,000 grams on this tile. I believe I could do it like this. Oh, wait. I want to mop this up first. And then turn that off. Yeah. So we want to mop that up strategically. There's a strat that I want to do. Oh, and I can't put it back into here. Ah, what? Ah, that's kind of wild. I gotta build a tile here temporarily. I want to put the water drop back just in case. I just didn't want it to be 2,000 grams in that tile. Alright, Rambo's about to cry again. Rambo, I'm sorry, man. We'll have a nice space for you soon. Very soon. Alright, so this has to go here. We need to start charging the atmosphere docks. And then the other thing is, I need power for this. Honestly, I don't have any power for this. I think what I should do is just pull it from the hydrogen, like I've always been doing today. feels scumbaggy, man. So we're gonna put the hydrogen gen right here because it's on a lower level. I don't want the dupes to be walking through it constantly. And then we'll just have this. Here, straight down, straight across. And then we need the automation wire for that. And then we're just gonna have to pull it from the gas line. God damn, we do not have a gas line at all. This oxygen line's kind of in the way, feels bad. Alright, so I do want to do that. And then it looks like I want this. Ooh. There we go. So that's built. I need to cut this line so it has priority. If it moves, it's not moving. Feels bad. Ah, come on. How do you generate hydrogen? I have electrolyzers. Basically, we convert water into hydrogen and oxygen. So we have this building right here, the electrolyzer building. You've probably seen this before. You feed it water, you get oxygen and hydrogen. And that's how we're generating hydrogen. Alright, so the water is good. So I could cut that there, have that connect, and then have that replaced as an insulated tile. Yep, solid, nice. So what I did was I built a single electrolyzer in the ice biome and attempts to heat it up. We barely touched it. The Rodriguez? No, the Rodriguez is a design. I am not using a Rodriguez. Rodriguez designs are very limited. It's a very classic design that people reference. It's honestly not that great. It gets the job done though. So if that's all you're after, it's fine. But there's a lot of issues with how the Rodriguez functions. Like, there's just better designs out there. And it was called the Rodriguez because Rodriguez discovered it. But yeah, it's alright. Is the cut tool a mod, or do I need to enable it somewhere in vanilla? It's frustrating to have to deconstruct whole tiles. Hey, afternoon, I see you over there. It's a mod. Here's my mods list. I would recommend getting pliers, because that's what you're asking for, which is number 2. Oh, it's not called pliers anymore. Ah, crap. The mod got renamed. Let me look it up. Pliers fixed. That's what you're looking for. That's the mod you're looking for, afternoon. What I just typed out. Pliers fixed. So the Rodriguez is a weird design. The Rodriguez is when you actually build your electrolyzer, right? And the whole purpose of it is to make it so that a gas pump could have a design where you have the hydrogen in a small pocket like this so that you don't need a filter. Now, the problem with the Rodriguez is that you have to prime it up and set it up, and then it's very limited, because if the pressure of the hydrogen doesn't get balanced, or if you're constantly pulling the hydrogen gas, like it's constantly on and pumping, you run into some weird gas issues eventually. I honestly don't like using the design, but it's made pretty popular and a lot of people like using it. I just don't think it's that great. Ha! Like, was something wrong with pliers? Yo, man, it was just a name, dude. Do you have this setup on your YouTube? And how's it called? Which setup? Is it this setup? This is called the submerged spawn. This design blows this Rodriguez out the water. I don't have a Rodriguez design or how to build in my channel, just because I don't build them ever. But this is called the submerged spawn. This is easily the best spawn design in the game. What does fishes do? Fishes are nice. You're talking about the Paku series. Let's just say that the fishes only do is provide food. Now, while they do also have some things they do, all they really do is they convert things like seeds into polluted dirt. So if you need dirt, you could actually get it from the fishes, because you could feed them any of your extra seeds. Like in my case, I've been growing mealwood and grubfruit, right? Look at how much mealwood seeds I have, 700, and I'm barely growing them anymore. Now we're starting to stack up the grubfruit seeds. So what you could do is take your extra seeds and feed it to the fish. They will then eat the seeds and convert it into polluted dirt. And then you can take the polluted dirt and compost it and get regular dirt. So they basically help you process some of the things. Mainly, though, anyone that does utilizes the fish is because of seafood. seafood is great in this game. And the reason why is because seafood gives you something called radiation resistance. Wait, did they patch that so it doesn't happen anymore? Gonna build one tonight. Yo, man, it's a fun time, dude. It's a fun time. I don't have any fish, so I never unlocked the seafood. Seafood in the old patch, and I think it's still active now. I'm not 100% sure because I didn't actually check it recently. Oh, what the hell? How's this guy free? Take him out, boys. Hit him with the guns. Body slam him into the CO2 storage. Watch him fall. Bam! Got him, boys. So, the Paku, the fish, gives you something called radiation resistance. Radiation comes from the game. There's certain plants that do it. If you get to the surface of the map, the ultraviolet rays from the sunlight also gives you radiation. And the radiation can get your dupes sick. However, it requires a lot of radiation for that to happen. And one of the things that you could do is feed your duplicants seafood, as seafood gives you additional radiation resistance. A lot of the times, Paku is popular for that one feature. And also, because the fish has a short cycle life, they only live 25 cycles. I actually can't show you that. That means they go through their lifespan really fast, so you get a lot of eggshells, which is good for lime, which is good for steel, and also the seafood, which is good for radiation resistance. So that's going to be the main reason why you would want to build something like that, but fish is really good, not going to lie. Alright, so the oxygen's piping in. Let's go. That might struggle a little bit in terms of how the oxygen is going to pump in, but we need to disable this building for now. We got to change this to vacancy only, and now we got to make the exosuit forge. So we have power here. It's going to be fine, but I think we could use this for the forge as well, just because I believe we're going to need it. So we'll have this here for now. And also the heaviest eggs. Wait, are they actually the heaviest eggs? I didn't actually know that. I see well they're full on, giving us some tidbits of information. Didn't know they were the heaviest, man. Kind of impressive. Alright, so we have this right there. I'm gonna safety save. I don't trust the game. They're gonna delete my oil. Oh, the Pocky thing reminded me, how else than using combos to turn P dirt to dirt? How else would you convert P dirt into dirt? That's a great question. Outside of the compost, there's actually no real way to convert polluted dirt back into dirt. I don't think. You have sage hatches that eat the polluted dirt, but they give you coal. Oh yes, it moved up. Oh, but the CO2 is on this tile. Okay. Alright, so we did that. I need to deconstruct that. But yeah, I'm thinking about it. I don't think there's any other way. It should actually tell you right here as well. The different ways you could convert the polluted dirt. They give you sand from the poke shells. Sages give you coal. Yeah. The compost is the only building that will give you polluted dirt into dirt. Right? I believe that's actually it. Oh, they don't actually put that on here? That's weird. The compost takes polluted dirt and composts it down to regular dirt. Sag, I know, man. Feels bad. Oh, look at Mamba. His head's popping out. The little babies. I see you over there, Mamba. Alright, so we're going to need that so we could start making some suits. Start allowing the suits to charge, which is going to be PogChamp. My plants will give me too much P dirt. You could always feed the P dirt to your poke shells. He heard the word fish. So one of the popular strats, Peach, just in case you want an idea for this, is you know about the poke shells, right? These guys. they eat polluted dirt, right? So what you can do, and I actually do this sometimes, is take the water sieve and then have it locked away, and then put a sweeper inside. And then you could actually drop off all of your poke shells in here. They will eat the polluted dirt that your water sieve makes, and then they will poop out sand. And then your auto sweeper delivers the polluted dirt back into the water sieve. Right? Because your water sieve creates polluted dirt. Creates polluted dirt after it consumes sand. So that could be something you could do. I've done that before. It works pretty well. What I found that helps out as well is if you have another tile that's water on this tile and you drop off your extra polluted dirt so that your poke shells could jump in, eat a little bit, and then your sweeper could just pull it back into your sieve. Of course, that's all optional, but it works pretty well. Is the mesh towel helpful? Yes, there are situations where the mesh towel is amazing. A lot of the times it helps out the most with mopping if you have a mixed tank. They're also jerks, yeah, man. Pokeshells will beat you up, man, in a heartbeat. They're just trying to protect their babies, dude. Can't be mad about that. But yeah, that would be a way to use it if you have a lot of pea dirt. It's pretty convenient to do that way. Okay, you guys see this? How there's a bubble of CO2 preventing my oil from spilling? We're going to delete the CO2 by building a tile on top of it. I also need a bottle emptier here. I guess I do need sand a lot currently. If you use a lot of deodorizers, you're going to need it. This is going to be sweep-only crude oil. Oh my god, he stepped on water. Oh, he's going to be pissed. Stepped on water, fam. So we do that. It deletes the CO2. It's gone. And the moment we deconstruct this, the oil spills strats, baby. Now we could deconstruct this tile. And then we go back in and vacuum the insides. Good stuff. Alright, so the oil got swept into there. Now that means that we have a full 3-tile lock setup that I don't have to worry about. Alright, so now here. 16. Alright, let's make 8 of these. And it looks like we're still making a lot of copper. So it looks like, yeah, the hamster wheel tech for these guys is a little bit too much. They probably want some proper power generation for my metal refinery soon. I might have to make it soon. Alright, that being said, I should be able to do this now. Oh, does this not work anymore? Oh no, this is priority. Yeah. Hamster wheels god tier? It is, man. With enough hamster wheels, man, we actually would not have global warming anymore, Kappa. Alright, these guys, what are you guys doing? We gotta capture some Dregos. That's gonna be the infinite storage. We're gonna be making some suits. Yes, but how do you power people? No. The generators will be replaced by the people. It's kind of like the opposite of the robots taking over. Right? Right. It's the opposite of the robots taking over. That's exactly what it is. We take the jobs away from the robots so that we, the people, get the jobs back. You will still need energy for the people. They could have Soylent Green. Have you heard about that, V. Simon? Are you about the Soylent Green life? Oh, he knows about it. Hey, I see you over there, man. I saw that one. Hey. Alright, it's time to release the H2 into here so that we could have hydrogen in the top for the shearing, for all the things. This line is built. Feels good, man. And look at that. H2. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. Alright, so we fill all that out. That should be good. I am going to cut this line now so that the hydrogen doesn't flow out. And we're going to pump in a little bit of carbon dioxide. First things first, this is 13. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to pick out like 7 kilograms. Is there no power? Oh, there is no power. Alright, someone has to run the wheel. I see problems with that one, but I do not want to spoil it for the ones that want to see it. Oh, I see you, V Simon. I see you over there. V Simon, can I tell you something, man? Can I confide into you something? Can I tell you the truth about something, man? I've never seen the movie. Oh man, I haven't seen the movie. Cthulhu's gonna be popping out of nose like, I knew it. Legit didn't see the movie. Yo, man, it'd be like that sometimes. I do that a lot, man. I will know the popular meme that's related to the movie or a cult classic, but I haven't actually seen the movie myself. Feels bad, man. I think easier just cool the planet using infrared atmosphere window, so we radiate heat into other parts of the universe. I see you over there. That's an old movie, and I've actually seen it. I see you over there, but I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. Only drawback is that it takes about 2% of the surface. That's a lot, dude. If it's all ocean water that it's covering, it might be not that bad. Kappa. Because no one cares about that anyways. Now, actually, if you cover the ocean and don't provide sunlight, so much marine life would immediately die off. It's kind of crazy, man. It's kind of crazy. Just saying. And we just enjoy the robots. Robots OP, dude. Taking away all our jobs. All the things. Alright, we have power now? No one? No one's still. Oh, this is priority 1. Can we get some runners? Any runners in chat? That's how Earth gets cooled during the night. Oh, so it's just like when I go to sleep, I flip my pillow upside down to get the cool side of the pillow? Wow. Life imitates art. It really does. Nah, bro, I'm lazy AF. I feel that, Retro. It'd be like that sometimes. Sometimes the laziness wins out. Why do you think winter feels colder when there are no clouds? Oh, shit. I've actually never made that connection before. So although V Simon says that, I don't know if that's true. Because I'm thinking back, I'm like, is it actually colder? I'm like, I really don't know. I really don't know, man. No insulation because of the radiation into space. I see, I see. So does that mean if I get a space heater, I'm heating up space? When the heat dissipates into the night? I used to run golf courses. Cloudiness nights were much colder. Cloudless nights were much colder. Ah, I see, I see. I never made that connection. And it might be because I live in Los Angeles and we have something called the LA smog. And it always looks cloudy. So I always think there's clouds. That shit's a travesty, man, but it's the truth. I got the LA smog, guys. Y'all don't know about that life. We would start the day prior to sunrise. I was in SD at the time. Oh, I see you over there. Alright. Alright, so 700. 100, 800. And then we need 500. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that should be all of it. That should be all of the CO2 I need to add in to my design. IR radiation? Why does that sound like a Nickelodeon? Why that oh man, what was that? What was that cartoon? IR? Oh dude, I remember that from a cartoon from somewhere. I don't remember how that completes though. Radiation is about half the energy that gets through out the window. Okay. Clouds block heat during the day, trap heat at night. Oh, that's interesting. Look at this little frown while he's running the hamster wheel. Dude, man. They know, dude. No one wants to run the wheel. It can reflect some incoming sunlight too. Oh, nice. Infrared. Oh, yeah. I know what IR stands for, but for whatever reason, I remember that being part of like a cartoon show. Like that was one of the sayings of the main character. He goes IR and something else. I am Weasel? No. Was that what he said? I don't think that was it though. Ooh, IR. Wait. This guy's name is IR Monkey. What are the chances, man? What are the chances? Is that what he says? IR Monkey? Isn't that where it's from? Wasn't it a monkey that was a superhero? Yeah. It was a monkey that was a superhero. And he couldn't speak English. But he would fly around and be a superhero, right? And he would have the logo on his chest, like he's Superman or something. Wasn't that it? Am I crazy, man? Wasn't there a cartoon like that was kind of similar to the art style of Powerpuff Girls? Damn it, man. I don't know if that's actually it. Ask and you shall receive. The bad. Always lucky, man. Always lucky. Is IR Monkey, man? Is that actually it? Am I thinking of the correct thing? No. I'm not talking about Mojo Jojo. There was a good guy version. I ain't talking about no Mojo Jojo, man. I was talking about those are good guy variants. Come on, man. Alright, we need this to kind of settle before we add any more CO2 into it. I do think we need some more hydrogen, though. And I will cut off the CO2. Woo, that lag. Is there a maximum gas pressure? It depends. For the vents, there is. You actually see it right here. 2,000 for the gas vent. High pressure gas vent is 20 kilograms. If you make an infinite gas pressure setup, there's no maximum gas pressure. There's actually, I have a video on YouTube where I had 1 billion kilograms. 1 billion. That's what, 12 zeros? Of water. And I unleashed it from the infinite pressure tank. So there's no top-end number. The cartoon's name is I Am Weasel, and there is a baboon who calls himself IR Baboon. Is that what it is? And it's called I Am Weasel? I gotta Google this after stream today, man. I gotta remind myself really quick. No, there is a different design for liquids, Retro. I should have a playlist called Infinite Storage. Basically, I show you all the different designs you could use for infinite storage. Whether it's liquid, whether it's gas, whether it's solid storage. I have a design for all three. I have multiple designs for the liquid, infinite liquid pressure. I think I only have like 1 or 2 for the gas one. And then the solid, I only have 1 design. But I have a handful of designs on there you can check out as well. But the infinite pressure water tank is a little bit different. It depends on a lot of things. A lot of the times, the design that's popular is the ones you could put on top of a geyser, and it kind of stores itself with no power. That's a very popular design, but don't know if that's what you're looking for. Depending on the situation, right? But yeah, I would say to check that out, as I don't have any infinite pressure designs on my map currently for liquids. Okay, so we need to make a setup here. When you unleash the water tank, did the... Nah, man, I see you over there. Jack Bull. Moses showed up. What was that song? Let my people go. I don't know, something like that. Start playing in the background. I think I was watching Fresh Prince or something. And it was that episode when they got caught in jail. It'd be like that sometimes, man. They don't think it'd be like it is, but it do. Alright, we're gonna make an infinite pressure gas tank right there. The chlorine is starting to settle, but I think I mean chlorine, carbon dioxide. So I might want a little bit more H2. This is actually enough though, so I don't need to do anything else that's different. The only thing is that the temperature is a little bit too warm. This is too warm for me to actually have mealwood and glossies. This is actually a hidden achievement. It says I am the only person with this achievement when I got it. 99.9% of other users do not have this achievement. And I was pogging, dude. You don't even know how bad I was pogging. I was like, hey man, one in the world, let's go. Alright, so that's gonna be fine. We're making some suits. Let's actually deliver. My kitty cat needs my attention, guys. Mamba's awake, and he is on the prowl. Kevin Costner showed up on a Sea-Doo. I see you over there, man. I see you, Jack. Nah, man, my kitty cat's right here. He needs my attention. I had to give it to him for a second. He needs his head rubs before he goes back for the nap round 2. Okay, so I have to watch that video. Yo, man, I wouldn't mind checking it out too. This entombed itself. Okay, we'll put that back. So what I need to do now is... the Drecos are fine. It still needs time to roll. I need to get the suits in right now. We're charging it up with oxygen. I could actually modify this slightly. And I probably should, but I'll do it after I get my suit, so it's a little bit more consistent, so that I could use more oxygen lines to feed outside my base. Which is fair. Breathability is always good. So we need to reduce the stress, and I think the suits do that for us. The other thing is we need the refined metal in order to make the suits, because that's kind of what we're low on right now. Why is the O2 cloudy? Oh, that's just an animation. They have that in the game. Now it looks cloudy, like it's, you know, this is all oxygen, but you see that it's a different color. There's actually also a background tile that changes the color of the gas, that makes it look a little bit different. But it's actually all the same element. Above that, yeah, like it feels like it's a different gas, right? Even though it's the same gas type. That's just the background biome. Looks a little bit weird. Yep, biome colors. That's exactly what it is. Okay, so sulfur is at 9 tons. This is actually good. So we need to start cooling this. I actually have no way to actively cool this area. That is not a good sign. I have no active way of cooling the area. Ideally, I would want an aqua tuner, but I need plastic before that. And I want to build this to get plastic. Alright, so I have to use one of the old school strats that I hate to use, but we got to do what we got to do. So, ice temp shift plates. It's back on the menu. We got to build one right on the tile so that we cool down the top half, so that the bottom half that gets the cold water is still going to be fine. Yep. Ghoul knows we gotta have to build ice temp shift plates. That's the only thing we could do for now until we get some glossy babies in which we could convert the ice temp shift plates into a permanent solution. I had to make sure though I could still mop up some of the water from the corners, as that was important to me. But yep, Took the words right out of my mouth, man. Welcome in, Ghoul. I see you over there. I see that you're first-time chatter. Hope you are a fan of the Onis, as we are. Oh, Mighty Stoosh. He's at 100% stress. Oh, please don't break anything. Okay, he's going back to the hamster wheel. Let's go, boys. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. That's alright. He's gonna be fine. Oh, he's breaking down the abyssal light. Let's go. This takes no damage. What do you do with excess water from geysers? Feed it to electrolyzers. If you have an infinite pressure tank, you can just store the extra oxygen or hydrogen you generate. Outside of that, you can make an infinite water tank. You could also convert your water into ice with this building, the anti-entropy thermal nullifier. So by doing that, you could actually get ice with your extra water as well. If you want to just delete it, you just vent it out into space as well. But you have a lot of options. Excess water, it's very rare to get some of that sometimes. Homie thinks he's Rocky Balboa. Hey, man. Maybe he hears the music in his mind. He hears the champion music. What do you do with the bath water that is germy? So Retro, I will take it that you haven't seen the closed loop bathroom video. Because we go over exactly that in that video. But if you haven't, you could clean it by making a chlorine or radiation room, or just pipe it into itself and reuse the water. After sieving it, of course. You saw it, yeah, so you saw that you could pipe the water back into itself, right? With the excess one. Okay, so you're talking about the excess water? So I'm assuming this is coming from your bathrooms. If you didn't know, the germy water that you get, the germs that you have specifically are food poisoning germs, right? I'm going to assume this is the case. But the food poisoning is not applicable when it's in the air. So food poisoning specifically comes from when you have germs on the food or water that you either eat or drink. However, if you use that water into an electrolyzer, you get the food poisoning germs on your oxygen, right? In which case we don't have because we're not using the dirty water. But people don't know this. You could breathe in oxygen with food poisoning germs on it, and it cannot harm you. Food poisoning has to be specifically eaten or drank from. If you breathe in any germs with food poisoning on it, or if you breathe in any oxygen with food poisoning on it, it does not affect your tubes. Zero chance. So although the food poisoning is in the air, you could breathe it in fine. The only downside about that is if that oxygen with food poisoning on it gets to your eating area. So your duplicants will have the germs on their bodies and they're eating. So they will grab the food with their germy hands and then eat the food and get sick. That's the only way that hurts you. Now, the upside with that is that food poisoning dies in gas, meaning that the moment you have it in oxygen, it's going to start killing off the germs. So you're usually going to be okay with it. So I can make oxygen from the bathroom water. Exactly. That's exactly what you could do. By the way, how do you like Dyson Sphere program? I didn't really feel it, V Simon. I didn't like the production line games like that because of how the game makes you build things, like get the science packs. But the problem is that you don't use the science packs for anything outside of more science packs. So it just kind of felt like a dead game. Like I wasn't really playing anything. I was just playing a text-based game where if the numbers check out and the science works, we progress to the next tier. So for me, I didn't really enjoy that type of game. I have it. I have Dyson Sphere program. But yeah, I don't play it anymore. Outside of the initial playthrough. Germs in the air contribute to FPS though, the only reason why I care about them. That is true. If you do have germs in the air, you do get more, or you get less frames per second. And that's due to the fact that the game has to simulate it. I see you over there, Ace Cow. What are you thinking about, man? 1 + 1 is 3? -1 is 4. Quick maths. Yep. That's totally good math. Alright, so the room is cooler. It's at 20 degrees. The water's spilled in. And I could still mop it up. Alright, so we're going to want to leave that there for a sec. Actually, no, we'll mop this up right now. We should be alright. Should be alright. Germs contributing FPS. Makes sense, but lol. Yeah, man. Germs, dude. Taking away all my frames. Who would have thought? Alright, after we mop up all the water, we'll start growing some mealwood. And then we'll move some regular Draco babies inside. FPS equals 60 over number of germs per square foot. Wait a second. This game's in meters, Simon. Holy shit. Square foot. Hey, love it when it expires midstream. Ace Cow coming in. Thank you so much with the Prime and the 24 months. Welcome back to the City Council. Welcome back to the city. Enjoy the emotes, D20 Dice ad-free viewing. Don't forget that legit sub badge. But thank you so much for the support. I see you over there, Ace Cow. Thank you so much, man. Dr. Mario, yo man, you gotta make sure the world is clean. Get rid of all the impurities. Who's that guy in the video holding up a tent? Jack Bull. Come on, man. You really asking that? That is the man himself, the legend. Who I named my kitty cat after. Right here, that's him. The Mamba. He's in the bed, he's napping. That's named after Kobe, baby. Everyone knows Kobe Bryant. Come on, man. Haven't you ever, throw trash into a trash can? What do you yell? Kevin Durant? No, you don't say that shit. You go, Kobe. Come on, man. He's the only person's name you gotta know. You can actually spell Elijah one. I'm actually kind of impressed. I know you're trolling now. Jack Bull. What was the name of the oxygen farm? SPOM. S-P-O-M. A lot of the times, that's what you're going to be wanting to look up. S-P-O-M. Alright, so this is... I could actually probably use water for this, because it's going to be for a generator. So it's not going to be that heavy. So we're going to look at liquids. I could use water, but I'm probably going to want to use something else. I'll use salt water because I don't have that much of it. So we will use salt water. And I actually have to watch this for it to work. You scream Ori? I know you don't, because someone's going to slap you in public if you actually yell that out loud. Sounds like you're calling another person a derogatory word. I'm just saying, man. Doesn't roll off the tongue. People think if you have an accent, sound like you're saying something else. I yell Paul Pierce every time I throw trash in a trash can. And let me tell you what, that isn't the truth. I'll say that much. Cheap shot Bob. Oh, Brotato, dude. Oh, man. He knows. Cheap shot Bob. Hey, man. Steve Nash, dude. He got decked out. See, he was on the Spurs when that happened. That wasn't my Lakers, Robert Horry. How do you do it from a wheelchair? Hey, man. Did you hear him? Did you hear that short where he said that I'm gonna come clean? I shit my pants that one time. And everyone looked at him like, oh my god, I can't believe it. He actually shit his pants. And then it's like, that came back around, he starts denying it again. I don't even know, man. That shit was weird. So why did you build and then delete those tiles under the geyser? That's because when you build the tiles and then you deconstruct it, you get a vacuum. So this is the easiest way to get a vacuum that's powerless. By doing this, I don't have to put a pump there, start pumping out the gas, put it into a gas reservoir. typically for small boxes like this, that's going to be the fastest way. Versus a elaborate design like that, I'd rather pump it out. Just because it's going to be a lot more space inside. Oh, we're running out of dirt, boys. Oh, dirt's back off the menu. Ah, come on, man. We need dirt again? Alright, I'm actually going to bop my mulewoods. I probably should. And I probably do want to go back and grab some dirt. Alright, man. I don't want to send Rambo. I want to send someone else. We're going to send Mr. Arrow Capital Fellow. Let's go, man. Let's go. No arbor trees, no, man. No seeds yet. Ah, I forgot that tile with little liquid will not transfer gas. Yep. Does not let the gas in. Gotta have the strats. Always Shaq, I see Cthulhu. I'll never forget that series, yo, man. He got hip check hard, dude. Robert already knew. He was like, yep, I'm gonna be sitting a couple games for this one. Like, he knew, dude. He knew what he was doing. And no more bomb lily. You have Grub Grub. Do they make mud? They do, but it comes at a cost of sulfur. Although you would rather convert the sulfur into sucrose and then feed the sucrose into the Grub Grub so that you get mud back. The problem with that is that it all comes down from you feeding them sulfur. So the Grub Grub chain is a little bit weird. You feed the Sweetle sulfur so that you get sucrose. So that you could feed the sucrose to the Grub Grub and you get mud. It's better than feeding sulfur to the Grub Grub straight up. That being said, in both circumstances, you're feeding sulfur. So I would rather not feed them any sulfur so that my grub fruit plants get the sulfur instead. Atmos suits are ready. Gotta have it, Hydrotos. Gotta have it. That's the only way we're going to be able to get rid of the stress. Every one of my dupes, they're mad because they're stepping in the puddle of oil right here. They are not a fan of that soggy feet. You guys ever walk in the rain with soggy socks? It's a bad time, dude. Your feet are cold. Every time you take a step, it sounds like you're wearing clown shoes with a squeak. It's just uncomfortable, man. Hey, I'm new here, and looking at the game, is the DLC worth it? 100%. I would recommend the DLC over the base game. And, well, if you enjoy the base game, it's a no-brainer to get the DLC. I'll say that. If you don't enjoy the base game, I don't know if the DLC will change the game enough so that you will enjoy it. If you do enjoy the base game, though, it's a no-brainer. The DLC just makes the game better. If you enjoy survival and exploration, yes. Game is top 10 in my book. Me too, man. This game is great. Game is really good. Alright, so I need to start trimming that. Grab that. There's a little bit of dirt there. I won't grab it yet. Fat dirt chunk. That's pretty good. But I think we'll have to go into right here instead. So we'll grab this. And then we'll go like that. So that we could mine all of this from there. So we'll be walking on the algae, which is cool. And then we'll have to get to that dirt eventually. So a little bit of dirt's going back home. We have 17 tons over here. Oh, that's pogging. They're actually going to be pretty good. And we'll have to grab the printables from this side. Pip eggs, sure. Alright, we're still making copper so that we can actually have the refined metals. Speed this up. Ranch Boy, let me know if you have any questions, man. I'll be happy to answer. Oh, I messed up! Too much water? Oh, crap. Alright, man. We're mopping this up, boys. I didn't pay attention to this. I lost my train of thought. Ranch Boy, if you have any questions, let me know. I'd be happy to help. Any questions, anything you're curious to ask about, I'll be happy to help you out to get you a better understanding of the game. Alright, we're going to start... Well, I'm going to, you know, harvest those plants first. But we're running low on dirt. Balloon Artist drive-by. Balloon Artist, man. I'm kind of sad that the Balloon Artist glitch still happens. You guys know what I'm talking about? That even though they don't have the Balloon Buddy buff anymore, they still hold the balloon. Feels bad, man. I'm surprised you haven't built any hop blocks to avoid soggy feet debuff. Yeah, they work. They're really good. I just don't like how they fail sometimes. The failure chance makes it kind of unattractive for me. Because if it breaks, dude, I'm gonna have a bad time with gases leaking out after I balance it. Why would you take their balloon away? Because they don't have the buff anymore. It makes me think they're a lot stronger than they actually is. You know what I'm saying, man? It's like when you're watching Dragon Ball Z. When Goku goes Super Saiyan, you know he's meaning the business. But when he's not Super Saiyan, it's all good again, you know? But then it's like I'm constantly thinking the dupes are in Super Saiyan mode. They're like they're trying to work. They about the business. And that's actually not the case. Throws me off a little bit with some of the calculations. Of course, they don't think it be like it is, but it do. And that it really do be like that sometimes. Can't help it, man. Can't help it. Sweep only. We're gonna get the salt water. And we have 4 tiles. We're gonna go 13 to 1500 per tile. That's a 1.536 kilograms. 30 grams, 70 grams, 168 kilograms. That's way too much. We'll sweep that though. What does the DLC add to the game and what's the difference, I should say? It totally changes up how rocketry works. The base game, one of the things that it changed up is the tech tree. So in the research tree, you normally have 3 techs. You have your normal novice research, and then you have your supercomputer tech. After that, when you go into the rocketry at the bottom right, you have a data bank tech line. Now, in this game, you have 4 techs off from the get-go. The data banks are part of the data analysis research. That is the last tech tree line. So they revamped the research tree. Not only that, the DLC changes it up so that you do rocketry as soon as you have your supercomputer. Look at that. Supercomputer unlocked, immediately after that, rocket platform. And you're able to build starter rockets and start traveling. So the base game does not allow you to do that. Base game rocketry, it's pretty much text-based. Nothing happens. You don't manage anything. It's a lot of the times, can you make it? You can. Nice. Hit OK, you launch, boom, hands-free, and you don't do anything else, and everything just works. This game, you actually have to manage it, where when you build a rocket, you actually could build and design the interior of your rocket. And you have to make sure you provide enough food, enough oxygen, make sure you have amenities to reduce stress, make sure you actually have a rocket pilot, and that matters now due to the fact that travel time has the effect on how much calories you need to bring with you. And not only that, the star map is actually explorable. In the base game, everything is default and automatic. With the DLC, you actually have to explore. And you can do it as soon as the early game now. You don't have to wait until the very end of the game. They also changed up some other things as well, but we won't get into that. Alright. But hopefully that's, you know, good. It changes up a good amount of things. There's also the introduction of radiation. So a lot of things give you radiation now. You can build a uranium reactor, which is another word for a nuclear reactor, things like that. But the biggest thing is the change in rocketry. And I would say that it goes from being very monotonous and very finicky to pretty fun, because they fixed a lot of the base game problems with the rocketry. Alright, so I need to slow this down. This is 2,000 grams. And I think we're done. Wait. 417.23. And we're already dropping another drop. So we're at what? Less than half. And I think we're good. Alright, so 16, 16, 16, 15. Oh, perfect. That's good enough. So, we have enough water in our area now. And we're going to be able to make infinite pressure. All we got to do is build some vents now. Now, the last thing we got to do, steel pump so it doesn't overheat. And then we're just going to take a regular line. Very straightforward. All we're going to need now is power for that. What are you shipping over? I'm shipping over dirt, baby. It's automatic. We got the guy delivering the dirt. You know how it is. We even got a smooth baby over here. This guy's a tank with 400 hit points, dude. This is a tank, dude. This guy's armored up, made out of refined metals, and it has the hit points to boot. What a beast. But we're sending over some dirt, man. We need it. No pedestal trick for liquid. It's not necessary. You could do it. You could also use the pedestal trick for food, because food doesn't rot on a pedestal. But it's whatever. It's too much microwing. You can do it, though. I just, I don't favor it too much.